Hey, you guys. Want to make this live on Facebook or share on my timeline. I'm not like last week when I didn't even share with the group. I did it privately. So I'm sitting here wondering why is everybody not tuned in? And it was private. Oh my God, I was so upset. Oh, I always sit down and be neat and stuff. Always. Okay, so we're about to talk about Power Book 2. Episode 2. Is this like the B season of the first one? Uh, Let us know if you watched it. I want to get my Mary J. Blige on. Okay? Because she be looking good. So good. Okay. So waiting for our TT Miko. Oh, and I took notes. Yes, I got the notebook. I was so wrong about so much. What I thought was going to happen and what didn't happen. So wrong. Okay. There we go. I hate that y'all have to sit through this, but y'all really need to see how this system works so y'all can know this what she do. And let me show you Real Wife Convos, but it's going to be Real Wife Conversations, the podcast. The podcast is Real Wife Conversations, but the social media, everything is Real Wife Convos. And I'm not going to put on my glasses today, so there won't be a glare. And where is Miko? Let me tell her at any time she could, tune in. Oh, woo! Let me tell you, having a dry throat is a no joke. I don't want to. This camera be picking up everything. Okay. Sheesh. Okay, I'm just gonna lean back. Lean back. So what's going on, you guys? We gotta get like a commercial or intro, like Real Wife Convos. We are coming to you. Real Wife Conversations. Because we're the women in film and entertainment. Yeah. Real Wife Convos. Because we are coming to you, women in film and entertainment. That's what we do. Women in film and entertainment. Tamika, I can't see it. Real Wife Convos. I'm doing our intro song. Okay.
How you doing?
Your phone sideways so you can match. What's wrong with this picture?
I don't know.
You had it last week. Is that your cell phone?
No, I'm on an iPad.
Oh, can you turn it to the side? You already know the routine. You know you have to be like this, like me. You know
But
this.
the thing about it like this is
I know
that
the camera is over there. It sucks. Because it look like you looking on the side.
that's why I don't like it turned. I didn't want to do it this way.
You gotta just look the opposite side of the camera.
I can't do that. That's weird.
No, you can. You can do it.
You're
Opposite
not.
the camera. Look
Girl,
over
I'm not.
here.
I don't even know where the camera is on here.
Oh, you don't?
Let me see.
Okay, wait a minute. Look to your left. There you go. You looking at me right there. You looking at me. Yeah,
This is
look.
hard. This is too much.
We right here.
This is too much. I can't because I'm looking. Hold on.
No, you just gotta
Let's try this.
there you go.
So now I'm not looking at you. I have you on a small screen. I don't know. It's on. I made it. Okay.
You made it, girl. Last week you was all dolled up. Must have just came from the beauty shop.
No, I wasn't.
Flawless. Yes, you was. I was like, okay, with the present girl. You looked
My
good.
hair was curled last week.
Yes, it was, Mama. It was cute. Now I can't
No,
see it.
no. Now I have to wear hats.
I know. Where's your
Okay.
white hat? I know you have
Girl, I
a.
need my hair done. I need no, I don't. I have a visor.
Okay.
No, it's not working today.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-mm. No, it's not working today. This is
My
what you
goodness. Y'all see, you guys understand what we're going through right here. This is
do you not know it's a pandemic going on?
women in film and entertainment go through every day. This is what we go through. Yes.
Girl.
Okay. I took my notes, baby. I'm ready. But you know what I thought about last week? Ah, my phone keeps falling down. Really? You know what? I can't. So anyway, oh, we haven't been having no clout chasers lately. Like, Meg the Stallion been real quiet. Have you noticed that?
Not on Instagram. She's shaking it a lot. She's doing her thing.
She's just twerking. And I'm like, baby, you ain't got to twerk no more. You didn't hit the big time. You got all the big time award shows. Like, leave the twerking for the amateurs. They have to twerk to get where you got. Like, you got Jay-Z. You signed on the dotted line with him. Like, you good. But I guess she just want to just twerk forever. Girl, twerk while your knees still work. Because I used to be able to twerk. And now
Twerk while your knees still work.
I used to be able to scrub the ground. Scrub.
Uh,
Now, if I scrub the ground, I'm going to be scrubbing the ground.
listen, you're going to be staying on the ground.
All the way to the parking lot. I'm going to scrub it when they drag me to my car. Okay, I'm going to be scrubbing the ground for real.
Literally.
Yeah, like, girl, do what you could do, Meg, while you young and a stallion, because I used to be a young stallion like tenderoni back in the day. Ooh.
They got it going on. They doing their thing, okay?
Yeah. So I'm just like, she ain't been making no noise, but maybe she's just tired of everybody, What's that song? I'm tired of being tired of being tired.
You think she's tired? No, I think she's just quiet. When is their court case comes up?
Girl, I don't know. That's why I'm like, she's in quiet for the court case. Ooh.
I don't know. I really want to know what's going on with it, but at this point, I'm like, I'm over it. Like,
yeah, over it. I know.
She still have her
like, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know because you can't comment either side. You're gonna get dragged for comment either way, and it just don't look good.
He's living his life. He's living his life, doing his thing, still dropping music, still making interviews.
For now.
Look, for now. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. Look, but I do.
Did he get deported back to Canada?
Is he? No, I don't think so.
She got him deported, baby. Yeah.
He's back in Canada?
She had him deported immediately.
So he has to come here for the go to court, though.
Yeah, I guess they'll allow him to come, or he might have to do it via Zoom like everybody else been going to court. Lil Wayne had to go to Zoom, everybody else.
Lil Wayne, his situation, he sold his masters like.
I know. You know what? When times get hard and folks in the industry don't do you right and you don't have no money, you famous but don't have no money. It's a lot of people out here that's famous and they just don't. So it's like, what do you do? If you own them, I guess you have no choice. You got to eat. So I don't know. I probably would have gone to somebody that I could have bought them back from when I got back on my feet, but maybe.
But he's also facing jail time too, right?
True. He might have needed those lawyer fees. You know what? Hopefully he did sell them to like his attorney, because maybe him getting paid and winning, he could get the money back, or I don't know. I don't know, girl.
I want to say he sold it to, I thought I saw Warner Brothers. I don't know.
Oh.
He sold it for a lot of money to, and I bet you he would not be able to get them back. You know, it's one of those things.
It's to the label. No, that's why I thought it would be to a friend. But I don't know, girl. He probably like, who is my friend right now? Who is my friend? The person I trusted the most is the reason I'm selling my masters. So I don't know, girl. I don't know what to tell him because I wish I could buy him. I would buy it for him and help
You
him.
had that 100 million.
I like Wayne. You know, he's a good kid. You know, just
I don't know.
got a
How
little.
about did you watch Real Wives of Potomac? Real Housewives of Potomac?
You know what?
The reunion?
Yes. Why did Monique have that book? That's why I have this book with the receipts with the tabs label. Did you see she had the tabs?
She was very organized.
She was very organized. They said if they would have invited her to some of them events, she wouldn't have had time to sit home and make up that whole
Let me get this,
encyclopedia.
let me get that.
She had an encyclopedia of receipts.
So it's going to be 3 parts. I think I saw someone said, wait till you get to the third part. I'm really,
You know what?
man.
I'm team Monique all day because I like Monique. And the girls was calling her homeless at first. Do you remember that? When she first got on the show and she was like, excuse me, I have 4 homes. Thank you very much. I don't know why they would think she was broke with her husband. I think he was still in the league at the time the show started. I don't know. But you could tell they have a little bit of bread, you know, but Monique did not do anything to anybody in the beginning. She really didn't. I liked her. I seen Giselle. I see signs in Giselle, like something about her says, you know how people don't want people doing better than them? I think
Right.
it's just the churchiness in her. Like, you know, just being the first lady all those years and being all high on the hill and then have this little snooty
Had
thing.
her nose turned up.
Right. But you would think that her fall from grace when her husband, you know, publicly humiliated her would make her a little more humble and compassionate towards people.
Her
But
husband,
yeah,
her ex-husband, that situation is a mess.
and you know what? I like Jamal. I really like Jamal
Mm.
Bryant as a person because he keep it 100. Like he really do. And I could see him being a womanizer and just loving women. Pastor or no pastor, he's still a man. You know what I mean? But I can see Giselle why she wants to get back with Jamal because maybe after dating all these guys, you figure like, you know what, I might as well just go back to what I know. But out of respect for herself and her children
And her girls.
it's like my whole philosophy is never go back to what broke you.
My
Never
thing is, you
go back
have
to
these
what broke
girls looking up at you and watching what you're doing. And when you see your kids like unhappy to see this man, it's a lot. And I understand she's saying my girls are protective, but they know exactly what you went through.
right. They
They're
were
not
there.
no little bitty babies, they're teenagers.
Yep.
So they have based their own opinion on what has happened at this point
And how you dealt with it.
and
They
how you
see
dealt with it,
here.
how it affected you, how it affected them. So they over it. So not saying that they don't love their father, but I don't see myself forcing this man to be my mate again because you know what I'm saying? It's a lot. So when I watched it, it was kind of painful to see the girls' reaction.
It was. It was because they was like, her dad was so cool about it though. That time she told him about it, he was like, okay. But word on the curb is her dad and mom think she's nuts. Like,
Well, you
okay.
see, I don't know if you must have missed the scene. When she told him about it, he was okay. But when he
Cameras.
when he left, when they had the opening of Arizona's, when they had the opening of Arizona's and they were sitting at the table, he was like, I gotta go to the restroom. And when he went to the restroom, he was like, take me off. He said, I can't believe this man got 6 and 7 baby mamas.
Oh.
He was saying all this off the camera, but you still had the mic on. So he tried to hold it together for a while.
He did good. He was like,
He
Well,
did.
if you're gonna be happy. But when he said that, those words start in that calm spirit, I was like, oh, he is pissed. In my mind, I was like, he mad. Because he was too calm. He was like, no reaction. And
Right.
mom was almost frozen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Girl, I thought the screen was broken because
Well,
everybody was just still. I don't know.
was her mom? Her mom wasn't there.
She wasn't.
No, when it was just her father and Giselle at a restaurant. They were sitting there talking. I'm trying to see.
And I remember
Oh,
her.
the girls was there at first. Initially, the girls was there, and she sent the girls away, or something happened, and it was just her and her father speaking. Her mom was not there. Like I don't even.
Where was somebody else at the table? Okay, maybe it wasn't. But her dad, I was like, oh, he's playing it real cool.
He was really cool. He was like, "Yeah, it's okay, as long as you're happy." But you know, we say that to our kids, but deep down, like, you know, if your son came back to you telling you he was getting with somebody who done did him wrong, disrespected him.
like, is you a fool? You know me. I wouldn't be able to. I don't even think I'll be able to contain myself. But
Yeah.
might just for the sake of his heart is broken and trying to figure it out in my mind. Like when you told me Johnny had a job at the ice cream place, I didn't even like go off on him when he came home because I was so livid that I didn't say anything. Like sometimes you get so mad where you just
That
like
you sit speechless.
you
You
just say
don't know what to say or how to handle the situation.
nothing at all. So I don't know, Giselle, Robin. I just think her and Robin, with their own man problems, really just don't need to comment on anybody else's problems. Like, just don't even comment on it. You don't feel a way. Don't feel no way.
So what happened in the
Nobody-
previous seasons with Monique? And somebody said something about her family because she was really
Her mama is
route.
worse. And she
Excuse me.
don't like nobody. She don't even like her mama. And you get mad at somebody else is talking about your mama, but you, girl, you talking to her like trash. But it's her best friend. I don't. Oh, you said Monique. I'm sorry. I thought you. I'm thinking you said Monique, but I'm thinking about what's the other girl name? The
They
one.
had problems with her mom, Candace.
Yes, I was thinking about Candace. I don't
Okay.
know what happened to Monique. Monique don't even know what happened to Monique. She's still trying to figure out what happened.
Because to me, it's you know when they were away at her club, her vacation home, all the girls, and I did like the way Candace and I think it was Giselle pulled Ashley to the side privately to have this discussion, and Monique got really upset about the fact that, oh, here you guys in somebody else's wedding, I mean, marriage. You know, she just took it to a whole nother level. And I'm like, what happened to her before that she would react like that?
Because they always in somebody's marriage.
Yeah,
First,
the
Ashley
show
was
is
all
so.
into Candace's marriage. Then Candace was all of them was into Ashley's marriage. You know, all of them. But Ashley used to talk trash about every single person. But now that she's had this baby, she's real chill. But Ashley talked trash about every single body on there, like bad. She's out of control, and they all wanted to be her. And then they just started, they get in the little groups and team up with each other. Girl, I don't understand because one minute that's people in, I was gonna say Atlanta, but they ain't even here. Like,
No, that's just people,
women, they get together and be like, yeah, girl.
cliquish people,
And then they
clicks.
get on the phone like, yeah, she was over here.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I do
There's
not
nothing
understand.
sincere about them. Sorry.
I'm finding out there's just nothing sincere about a lot of people these days. The people you think are your friends, like, it's no sincerity. Where is the sincerity gone?
Mm-hmm.
Women in film and entertainment should stick together. We're wives here, but we don't stick together like we should. And that shows
This is I think too, they do a lot of backstabbing for ratings. So it's a
everybody on the show got a check, got money besides the show, and
yes.
still have to act like that.
Yeah. And I always wondered, like, okay, y'all already have money, y'all already in good positions financially. Why is it that you have to do that to sell a show? Is that all you think people want to see? Because that's not all I want to see. Like I like I like Wendy's dynamics to the show.
Oh yeah,
She
girl.
gives
The
more.
last
I
night
don't
she
know.
got edgy, right? She got. I
Mhm.
thought she was gonna start speaking in her native dialect because she went off like, girl.
Yeah, yeah,
They replayed the tapes. She was like, my 4 degrees, my 4 degrees.
yeah. And I get how it sounds, and I do get like I would get tired of somebody saying that all the time. Like I would like, shut up. Nobody care about you or your
Who
4 degrees.
says
Like
that?
she
Why does that even come up in conversation? You don't have to like
over and over again.
try
And
to
then
prove it.
every time somebody say something and and you go past the subject, she's like, remember the time you said something about me and my degrees? I'm like, ma'am, leave it alone.
Right. But I do
But
like
other than that,
Ashley was like, no, you use it to disgrace people and to trash other people and make them feel bad. And when we ran the tape, she did exactly that. She's like, I'm just defending my no, you did do that to make it sound like
all of them have issues. I mean, a whole bunch of issues that I don't even.
I know. They really know how to pick them.
Yeah, I don't even think I could like do that. I can't even be in that environment where it's never just a good time and you go home. Something always
Always
blow up.
some mess.
Like the party was good at
Right.
the hotel. What was it? What was the party for? Wherever the trip they went to. What was the party for?
Girl, probably to get together to apologize or probably to get one person there just to let them have it. I think they just be planning stuff so it's an opportunity for them to just put everything on the table, because when they
Yeah.
do that often, you know that they probably never get together besides to film. Robin and
Hmm.
Giselle are the only ones who've been friends before the show.
And I
Right.
like them two together. They call them the Green Eye Monsters or something like that.
Right, right.
But it's crazy. So how about we done with them because they have another episode coming up. What do you think about of Atlanta?
Girl, what?
Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about power.
Fast. I mean, it was such a snooze fest that it came on and went off, and the Potomac was like, "Oh, okay, what's going on now?"
Hmm.
I think I fell asleep.
Let me see what happened. Oh, it's two new girls on there they introduced.
Oh, Latoya, I did like her. I was trying to figure out, do the girls really like her, or was they being nice, nasty? You know how people be nice, nasty, like, "Oh yes, girl, oh yeah," and be like, we didn't
Was
like.
Candy on there last night?
She was not.
Oh, okay,
She
okay.
was on there, but I do like Drew Sidora. Her husband kept it real 100, right?
Hmm.
From the gate.
Yeah,
That was a lot.
him being gone for 3 days, not calling home because y'all had an argument is not okay.
My girlfriend husband used to do that. He
That's
would
not
just
okay.
leave, and she would be like, "Where is he, girl?"
That's not
And
okay.
because men just don't. Husbands with a family, I understand with the pandemic and everything. Then she was like, "Did you leave the state of Georgia?" And he was like, "Yes, absolutely."
And then he was like, "What does that do for you?" Like knowing where I was. So I don't like that. I didn't like that.
What do you mean,
But
what I
hey,
do for you? Like, are we not married? That's what non-married people do. You don't have to tell where you are. That's where I am. And not single. It's not WIVES.
mm-hmm.
Because I really just don't like telling people where I'm going, when I'm coming back, what I'm about to do. I don't like it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I will find that one man in this world that I want to just, oh, I'm going over here, like, but I just don't see it. I'm just getting old and contrite.
Well, you right now, you're just used to what you have. When
Probably.
when things change, then you change with it. Like, because it's a matter of caring about a person. Like, I don't mind my husband knowing where I am. If I
Right.
want to stay out a week or be gone, he's going to know where I am.
And I
It's no
know
big deal.
if I love somebody to death, I'm not staying away from them for 3 days, and they're not staying away from me, especially not telling me where they're at. Like, what?
I mean, as a matter of being mad at somebody and not telling, like, we are apart from each other sometimes. For if I take a trip, I might go for a week or whatever. But
You don't just go unannounced.
you don't go and be making these decisions like, I'm mad at you. That's you cannot come back and been gone for 3 days and I not know nothing about where you were.
Come back like, oh, hey, what's going on?
And going to get in the back with me? Absolutely not.
If you ask, if they inquire where you are, and then you like, what?
But my thing was, did she ask when he returned? Like, when he finally came home and decided to say, okay, I'm ready to face her. Did they have a conversation, or did they wait to this anniversary weekend, and have this conversation because she still was holding it in? Like, I don't know where you
Was
were.
holding it in and not saying anything.
Yeah,
and her mama is way too much in the affairs.
Like, yeah, you can't have your
live in a house and all. But why is the mama like right here? Like, mama.
She said her mom walked in their room and he would be naked, and she'll be like, oh, okay. No, that's too much.
Yeah, we are not, like, even if you was best friends, like, no boundaries. I think that everybody doesn't understand boundaries. But you know what? After him and her mama got into it, I can understand. Like, he was probably like, you know what? I can't take this no more. It probably was her mama, but still should have told his wife, like, your mama, it's me or her, or I'm gonna have to get her a hotel room for 3 days, because I'm not leaving my house. You know?
Right. It should have been a conversation regardless of how it happened. You could take the night to cool off, but you coming back home.
Take all the kids with you. How about that? Go and take the kids. Surprise me and take the kids with you. Because the kids supposed to bring you joy. So he should have went away with his children.
He got joy from somewhere. We just for 3 days.
Girl, I think it's gonna be another divorce in the making. Oh, wait a minute, let's go back. So Kenya and who was she? Kiki and what?
Not true. The other girl with the braids.
Oh yeah. She likes her. I think Kenya really likes her.
Well, it was weird for me because, oh my gosh, I can't think of her name. Oh, Cynthia was like, she just met this girl and she invited her to the house. But in the same breath, like by the end of that little meeting, she's like, I'm having something. I want you to come to Lake Bailey.
Right. I was thinking that same thing. Like, you just said that, but I was like, maybe the girl invited herself there.
No.
She was like, is it a river? And she was like, no, but she wasn't like, oh, girl, I don't really know you like that. So,
No. She started talking about, what's her name, Latoya?
Yes, Latoya.
Latoya started asking about the lake after she was invited. But you was just on Kenya for saying you inviting this girl, you moving too fast, you don't even know her. And in the same breath, you invited her to your house.
But she was like it was a dude, like it was a guy she met that was interested, that she met at a bar or something. Like that. Yes. It sounded like you're moving too fast. Who says that about a girlfriend? Cynthia, you know I love you.
Well,
but I never heard.
I'm cautious about women, coming into my element, to my home and stuff like that. Right. So I get it. I do get it, but it sounded more like she was being possessive of Kenya herself. Like, Kenya should have just been me and you.
Not invite nobody to her house. So I think she felt like, oh, it took us years to get up in your house, and now here this girl come and you just open the doors wide.
And you went to the door to meet her, and I had to walk around by myself and come up. It was a lot of little shade things being thrown there.
Feel a certain kind of way. And women do that. Women don't do that. Do not be possessive of your friends. You cannot control who your friends be with. When Tamiko left me for the office folks, I was feeling a certain kind of way, but what did I do? I sat back. I let them party. I watched them on Facebook. I didn't embrace them, but I went to the Ice Capades thing. They was all there. And I was like,
I'm gonna let you have it.
look, I was like,
I'm gonna let you have it.
it was all good because she see them every day. Okay, every day.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I can't fault her for making friends when she had to fill in the absence of the loneliness of me not being present. You know,
Because she wasn't around.
girls
You
gotta
left
do.
me.
Yeah.
She was in LA. You left me with the kids.
Oh, not only did I leave her, but with the kids.
She left me with the kids, y'all. So I needed these friends to help me with these kids. And I had 3 boys.
Yes,
We're
loving
going
every bit of it.
yes.
Nice.
So
Now
I don't know about this season of Atlanta.
I don't either. After watching Power and the Potomac and the going back and forth with everything, Candace was in that movie last night, though. She did kind of move up a couple of points for me. It was a Christmas movie on BT, and it was really good. And she did really good in it. And my girl Brave Williams, shout out to
Candace.
Brave. And I
Okay.
loved it. The sisters, the casting was great. However, it was like all the light-skinned sisters, all the pretty girls, and even the wife had a pretty, like, it was like a whole beautiful women type of cast. Light-skinned women, beige women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the only thing. And that daddy was too dark to and their mama to be producing all them high yellow babies. So I don't know. I
Mm.
see what y'all was doing, beauty. Like I felt it.
Did you feel it like that?
Look, who did the
Mm.
casting? Ray J? A man did that casting. He did. But
Wow.
you know what? Another criteria, because they did have all the girls singing. So all of the girls sang live. And Brave could sing, Candace could sing. I don't remember who the other two new girls were, but all of them could sing. So maybe it was just boiled down to who had the voice. So I know Brave
Next.
singing.
That don't even sound right, but
Right. I'm trying to, Brave was gonna get the part because she's brave.
mm,
My boo. But the
I
rest
don't.
of them, and Candace even got a part. No, but she did good. She's a good actress.
I'm
So
gonna have to check it out because I didn't see that one.
that's
I've
why
been
I
watching.
believe in Candace on the Real Housewives of Potomac because she is an actress. Like she's used to,
Mm-hmm.
like she can just turn it on and turn it off. It doesn't seem real. Her upsetness doesn't seem real.
You think so?
Yeah, she can't be that upset. When she was talking about she put all these post-it notes around her house for healing and girl, you is the main one. You was waving a knife at folks and trying to cut a fool, and now you just so
She's more
traumatized.
so embarrassed. I feel like she's embarrassed by the situation. Like her wig got pulled. Like,
She was
but
embarrassed. And her husband has no control over her. Now, see, women, this is what I'm telling y'all. When y'all look for a mate, if your man cannot control you, he might not be the one. Because it could be a real dangerous situation. And when you just gonna do what you want to do and out there, this and that, and he's standing back like the little emoji.
when they were at a party for Robin's engagement, he was talking to her at the table. He was in her face like, shut up, shut up. Like, I was baffled that he was talking to her like that
And you
because
know,
she wasn't
that
listening.
one man that you and me both know told me to shut up one time. I was like, oh, we are done here. I do not like anybody to tell me to shut up. But he was telling her to shut up. And she was
He
not
was.
shutting up
Mm-mm.
at
So
all.
that whole show, it kind of exhausts me. Like, all the fighting, all the yelling, and that's probably because I'm older. But I like now. Don't get me wrong. I love the drama, but it's always putting down the next woman, and they finding something to talk about. It's just
Karen, girl, remember when Karen, I don't know if you saw the episode when she did something, she took pictures for Robin's new something, or I don't remember, sunglasses, and they didn't like the way Karen looked. So they didn't use her
embellished for
photo.
Robin's hats.
Yeah, so they didn't use Karen photo.
Mm-hmm.
But they all talked about it like a dog. And then they were like, we are not using it. And they didn't tell her. She could have just been like, girl, Karen, those images did not come out. It didn't show you in the best light. So
they could have had her pictures taken again. Like, I felt like that was dirty.
Do a reshoot. If that was your friend, like
right.
You look at them and pick out which one. Do you think this is your best photo? Because we
like that was right. It's like maybe the hat color wasn't good for her, or they could have used the one where her hat was down like this. You couldn't really see her face. Something. They could have used that. Something.
They all laughed about how they wasn't using it, and then when she had the nerve to just distribute everything and wait till she looked like, maybe. Well, maybe. Is all the pages here?
Right.
That was low down. I didn't like how they did Karen like that because they be trying to act like they're her friend. And
Karen she's messy too. Everybody is just messy. And this is for the show. This is for the ratings.
And her husband over.
I want to know at the end of the day, do they really be friends, or they be like, we just get together when the shows are starting again?
Yeah, I think they really be mad at each other.
I would. Like, I couldn't put myself in that element again. Like, oh, here I go. It's like that bad job. You have that job you don't want to go to because it's always some drama going on. I can't I don't care how good the pay is.
Yeah. I have been there, girl. I have been in the bathroom in tears, not wanting to be there and have to come back out, pull myself together. But within 2 weeks, I think I was gone because that's when it's time to go.
Right.
Because of the atmosphere. That one girl in the office, I just was like, I cannot do this with her. I cannot. And I didn't. But people have choices to make. Some people feed off of the drama and they can't have no energy in their system unless there exists conflict. Some people can only operate under conflict. I've noticed that about people.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even happy unless there's conflict.
Right.
I cannot.
And those people I avoid. I can't be around people like that because that's negative energy. You be bringing that home. I don't want that.
Are we trying to worry about mortgages and building up and remodeling and putting down new floors? You know what I mean? Like, just something.
You don't need that extra. And it's so many things you can laugh about and have a good time about that you can show. Why don't you show that? Leave it at that. Don't have drama in every single thing. That makes it seem like every time we go somewhere, we show out. We don't. There's not drama every time we go out.
Like when Ashley called Michael and he was 7 minutes away from the house and she just had this breakdown.
Ashley crazy.
No, the sitter is gonna be, you're late. You should have told somebody. He was like, I'm not doing this with you.
Because you know what it was? She was scared he was with another man. I mean, a woman.
No, you might have had it right. The way they tell it. I don't know.
Well, oh my gosh. Okay, you remember what's her husband's name? Michael. Michael approached Candace's husband at the bar. It's like, you need to control your wife. And then, what is his name? Candace's husband. Is it Chris? No. Monique's husband's name is Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know Candace's husband.
He don't even need a name.
So he turned around, pushed them away. Anyway, things got a little bit more heated. Michael was acting more crazy. He went and listened to Ashley. Ashley was like, stop. And she said, if I was a man.
Let them fight. Like, I want to see who gonna win. I really wanted to because he was
drunk.
He was gonna do something. Like, let him do it.
Candace's husband was not really trying to do anything. He was just pushing him away. I think that's all he was trying to do. But Michael was yelling like, oh my gosh, don't hit me, or go ahead, I'm gonna call my lawyer, whatever he was saying, something stupid.
Yeah.
He was trying to antagonize this man to get him to do it, but he didn't. So Ashley was sitting there like trying to get control of Michael, but he wasn't listening. And she was like, if I was a man, you would listen to me. Like, what in the world was that statement about?
Hey. Oh, exactly. I don't know. Ashley know about her husband. She pregnant again, so obviously I don't know if she was trying to beef up that child support, like so she could leave. And
This is her security. Like, I'm gonna have these babies, and
I know.
he's gonna take care of me.
She was like, "Yep, very much pregnant." She
Mm-hmm.
was pregnant and proud, honey.
Yeah.
Girl, I'm not even gonna get into that. I wish her a safe delivery and more power to you, girl. I just don't
No,
understand when people have a lot of problems and they solve it by having more children.
she's not thinking she's solving it. She is securing the bag.
See, I guess that's what it's about these days. These young people just secure the bag. I wish somebody would have just taught me a different rope that you supposed to like, secure the bag. Cause I was like, I could take care of my own kids. I could do this myself. You know me, I was more like, I'll get it done. Don't worry about it. But I
Mm-hmm.
should have been like, oh no, check please.
Well, if they had the bag like he had the bag, you would have had a different mentality. You'd be like, I'm gonna get this. I'm getting it.
I never been like that. I always been like, I could get it. I could get that money. I could get that myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Well,
know.
she's not getting. What was she doing before she met him? Like,
I don't know, girl. She probably was working at Hooters or something.
yeah. So let's go talk about power. What time is it? It's 3:30. We
Okay.
need 30 minutes for power.
Yes. So the main thing that I was trying to figure out was who shot you. When Mary J. Blige has shot somebody on the premiere or the preview for the next week. And I think I texted you one night. I was like in bed thinking about it, like, you know what? I think remember I said I think she shot Kane.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
cutting up. So I was like, did she shoot Kane? Because he
No.
was cutting up.
He's cutting up big time. He's so angry.
He's so jealous.
And he wants to be in charge. He's that big bully. He don't understand it's not about just bullying. When it comes to handle this business he got, he has to think. He doesn't think. He just want to fight. He want to pull out a gun. He want to hit somebody. Nobody going to want to do business with you like that.
Right. But do you think that maybe somewhere down the line, Mary went wrong, Monet, in her training because Kane was like her right hand man, you know what I mean? And then if she needed him to take care of it, like when last season first, he just was on it, like what? Just gunning people down, so as you get older and you're doing that, you getting a bigger, you got the dough, you got
Akia.
the clothes, you got the car, and you got the power. So maybe he just he took it too far because he probably was like, my daddy's not here. I'm the man of the house, like I'm not listening to you. That's where he made his first mistake. Do you think as parents, the two of them did not make Kane's position very clear?
No, I think Kane made his decision to do what he want to do. Because if you think about it, you can raise your kids. You see certain characteristics in your kid. They
Yep.
saw that he was able to handle being a fighter, having some control.
Right.
Then they saw Drew as being, he could handle it, but he was more think savvy.
Yeah.
But he was more calm about it. He wasn't aggressive. And
Right.
then you have so all these different traits these kids have, they push those traits.
And you always got that one loose cannon in the bunch.
And that's exactly what it is. Now, if you pay attention to this episode, Drew proved that he is able to pull that trigger when he needs to pull the trigger, to do what he needs to do when he needs to do it. But
Right.
he's just not as aggressive and just like out of control and want to prove that he's this man.
Right.
So I like this episode for showing this different part because, they always try to make Drew look like the soft guy because he's gay
Right.
and he's not out here pulling out guns and everything. But when the job needs to get done,
Right.
Drew going to get the job done. And he proved
He
that.
said he will do it. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not afraid to do it.
Yeah, he's
Not even
absolutely not.
afraid of Monet. Obviously, when she said don't touch that phone, and he not only touched that phone, but he got
He
his
left.
and got on. Like, okay, he was like, whatever. Who go check me, boo?
Right. This episode, okay. the niece. Sack's niece.
Sack's niece is another loose cannon. She is a white female cane with no gun.
I'm happy that I can't even think of his name. Oh my gosh. Tariq found out who she is.
Right.
Although Brandon went.
Oh yeah, when he followed her, Tariq is so smart. Now, here's the thing. Tariq is so much like Ghost. He's like Tommy. He's like Tasha. He's like
everybody
rolled up into one. But that shows you kids be watching everything that you do.
Mm-hmm.
He's like Kane, the one who died. Like rolled up into one, because he was, when you have your little kid with this uncle, with this uncle, with this auntie,
he picks up all those different things. He knew how to dispose of the body. He don't react like when somebody reacts towards him, he think. He don't just jump. Kane jumps and wants to kill them.
Right. That's not the answer to everything. It's just shooting somebody. It's not the answer.
And how about that daggone professor? Let's
go to what is the professor name?
I don't know his name, but he is getting on my nerves.
Jabari.
That's just what is it?
Jabari.
Look at you with your book, Jabari.
So I have the book. I was writing down like, okay, let me right here, like, Jabari the counselor is such a hater. Oh, he's such a hater, but you know what? When he hid that little card, like he switched Tariq's card out when he just went into rage. First of all, how racist was he acting, thinking that it was Tariq because it was basketball, because he was black?
No. Okay, so he saw
falling.
No, it's not even just that. It was just the fact that, okay, first of all, it was a game on the TV. That means it was a man over there. But then on that counter was those colorful condoms because it was sex week at the college. Right. Remember when they was in school, they threw the condoms and Tariq had some on his desk. So he had those in his hand.
All of them had them on their desk.
Yes, but he been paying attention to Tariq. And when he seen the other woman, he was asleep, the other professor, his counselor or whatever, talking to Tariq, and the way she had his arm, she just figured it was more.
Right. And it wasn't even no passionate arm thing. They wasn't like this. It was like, she looked like a concerned person. Like, look, I know you're upset because you didn't get the thing.
He's jealous.
He was mad already because he did. And he probably did win it, and he gave it to that girl that thought she was going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
He's been hating on Tariq since day one, Jabari. I just don't get it. Even before the counselor thing, you was hating on Tariq.
Mm-hmm.
Are you mad?
I don't know why.
He is like, are you mad because he bread? Like, why are you mad?
And he
and you
plagiarized his work. Remember?
Yeah.
He took his. So I want to see when that comes out.
And you sleeping with the students yourself. So if that ain't cat calling the kettle black, men are so quick to be mad at the woman they want and can't have what she's doing, but they over there doing worse. And got an attitude about it. Oh, I promise y'all, I'm so happy to be single. The more I watch these shows and these relationships,
no,
so much
your relationship would not be like that. That's TV, okay?
I don't know. I think I've been in every relationship scenario that's known to man before. Throughout my lifetime, every single one, and I'm just like, what was I thinking?
No,
Jabari, he got played because she turned around and put the thing down, flipped it, and reversed it.
And I'm glad she did. She was like, I know you were with your trainer, like your student. Like she's seen it.
I'm glad she was able to keep her mouth shut. She went white women on them. You know how white women, they will see stuff and they're just
calculating
until the time is right. And every day they just
let me put this in my wallet. That's the way you're supposed to do things. I don't think that's a white woman thing. It's just a smart woman thing.
They want some more coffee, huh? No, black women, we got roll jack. Soon as they walk in the door, we Like, just don't say nothing. Ah,
Well, I just think it's a smart woman thing, like a woman who's going to think through the process,
mhm.
who's calculating, and that's not a white or black woman thing. It's just a woman thing who is patient with getting their details together. You want to get your facts. You want to hold this wild card, so when you pull it out there, you're gonna be like, "Pow!" And
Oh
she
yeah,
was able to do that.
domino.
Yes. And he couldn't do that. And that dude, Jabari had the nerve to be at her with tears in his eyes. I was
Girl,
like,
did you see his eyes watering? I was
you
like,
punk.
something in his contacts. Like, what is going on here? Are you really
Mm-mm.
that hurt? Are you that possessive? Are you that much of
Mm-hmm.
a narcissist, possessive, sex maniac?
Yes.
And I thought she was with Jabari when they showed that scene. I was like, ah, because I wanted her to be strong and not go back to him. Then I was like, wait a minute, that is not Jabari's arm.
That's the student.
That was a shock. I was not expecting that, even though they did show a little bit about them flirting, but I don't know why I didn't see it coming.
Right.
That coming, okay. I didn't see the girl going to court and Tariq following her and finding.
Right.
I didn't see that coming at all.
Is he going to tell his mother? Like, I was waiting for him to tell his mom, like, I seen Sack's niece been dating my roommate. I
Right.
know he got her out the picture for right now with Braden, whatever his name is,
I think he's gonna
but
tell Braden something like you've been set up, like like
yeah, I was waiting for that. And it
tell
was crazy. It was crazy for a minute how that went down though, because he was like, she tried to, is her name Raylan or whatever? She tried to come on to me on my birthday. And then
right.
his brother, he was so upset he ran into his brother. His brother confirmed. I'm like,
How
how did that
ironic.
happen?
Right. And then I was surprised he didn't. I thought he was gonna call her when he saw her and he just followed her. I thought he was gonna be like, Riley, like
Probably that's her name.
what were you doing in that room? You know what I mean? In Trace's room, or because she mentioned the drink, like she's mentioning stuff to him because she apologized when they were playing chess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I thought he was gonna call her, and I'm like, why wouldn't he call her? So he was so smart to just follow her. Girl, he got on that train and really follow her. Like,
Mm-hmm.
see, that's weird right there. That's not normal people stuff. Normal people would not do that.
No, we would have said something like, where are you going?
Right. And asked her. I would have asked her about it, but
And I want to know what's going on. Remember, she took a picture of his phone?
what was on that thing? Because it wasn't like it was a password. Was she trying to see who was calling in? I don't know why she took that picture, but it was just a lot
This
of,
is going to backfire on Sachs.
oh yeah, big time. I cannot wait because they so anxious to set Tariq up. But when did Davis turn on Tariq? Or is he just trying to get Tasha out of jail and he not gonna really turn on Tariq? Because Sax is like, as soon as she's out, I'm getting him locked up. I don't know. He making all this money, so it would be real low down if he turned around and got Tariq locked up. That would be low down. I don't think he would do that though. I think Davis is just saying that to get what he need out of Sax. Why did Sax almost get the lady on the stand, pause, and she almost just changed her whole mind about everything?
She
Really?
did. He had to, you see why he did it, because his boss was sitting there in a courtroom like, okay, you've been going too easy. So he had to switch it up and ask these questions that he really didn't, so he said he didn't plan to do.
Right.
So Davis is looking at him like, what the heck? And then his manager, his boss is like, yes, that's right. Ask the hard questions.
Right.
Win
And
this
Davis
case.
came back like, yeah, all right. And he
Right.
changed that whole
So
thing real quick. He quick on the draw. Davis is good.
he really is. So that helped his case with Tasha. Hopefully it makes it dismiss the situation with Tariq.
I know. I hope. I like it was just so many like we need to go back to this, and then it was over. I was like, wait. I didn't like the whole sex week thing. Do they do that on campus? And the girls walking around in their underwear or G strings?
That's disgusting.
This was happening on the school campus during sex week. I hope
I
that
never even heard of Sex Week.
I don't even like that fact that they did that because these kids will be having it at the school just because. Yeah,
Right, right.
I don't like that. You know, these kids is
You
watching
might as well call
stuff.
it STD week
Yeah,
because everybody's going to be getting
COVID
something.
week, STD week, all of the AIDS week,
Mm-hmm.
like all of that. That's nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, you guys.
I didn't like how they I agree with you. I didn't like how they shined the light on that. Um that sounds like something that would be more so within a fraternity or something. But for the
Yeah,
whole
the whole
campus,
school. The
even the teachers
campus.
to talk about it, like you got to be safe. So they throw the condoms and stuff out there. Come on now.
Yeah, they're gonna be having it and want it. Watch. And somebody gonna be getting killed, and we're gonna see it on the news over
Mm-hmm.
love triangle stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. These campuses are big sex pool spots. I don't
Oh,
like
of
it.
course, of course. You got raging teenagers.
Mm-mm.
They
Okay,
don't know
so
themselves, and they just out here.
I agree with what she said when she was like, "You can't root for nothing that sex does because you already know it's getting ready to be some games played.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He is just not to be trusted. I've never seen a man be such a snake. The worst thing he
He's
did was put his
how many times? My thing is, how many chances this man going to get to? Like he was fired. He got back in.
right. I think they're trying to show us white privilege. They must be
They
trying
are
to just
showing it
emphasize
because
that. And then the
Tamika.
judge, she was like, "I'm gonna do this," and she was like, "Yeah, you need to." Like, even the judge is letting him slide. Really, with stupid
Mm-hmm,
stuff. I don't like that because you know, if it was us, they would be like, "No, dismiss. Throw that out. No, mark that.
mm-hmm.
Strike that question."
Right, right.
I
So
don't like.
he had so many chances, got back in. It's really unfortunate they didn't let Tamika back in. Didn't they dismiss Tamika? Oh, she's an attorney too.
Who? Oh, the other one.
The black lady, Tamika, when
Oh,
Sachs was trying to use her to put her on the stand for something.
she hasn't been on the stand yet
No.
at all. I think that they saving her for like a bonus. I don't know, but they said that. Okay, I watched the show after the show, and Courtney, the writer, she said that they were trying to show they used the book, the 748 Laws of Power, because the whole purpose of this episode was to show that sex is power. So that what she said was like the moral of the whole thing and why they used the book because Jabari was like her holding that sex against him, what he did, that's
Mm-hmm.
power. Right. He thought he had something on her. He thought he had the power and she flipped it. The whole thing on the campus with that driving the way everything was going down. And also, what else? Oh, the thing with Lauren. Lauren and
Lauren and Tariq.
Tariq and the
And then
boyfriend.
Tariq and the other girl.
She didn't kick her whole man to the curb because she thought she was going to get with him because it's sex week. She thought she was going to use her power, but he thought she was using her power to get something from him. Didn't even get it because he's so used to seeing people use sex as an advantage to get something, right?
Mm-hmm.
One time she wasn't, he was blinded by it because that's all he know that it's used for.
Right. So he gave her the secret. He was like, here, you want to know the secret? Here's the secret.
Right. That's why she was like, "Oh, well, he just gave it to me." Like, and then the other
Right.
girl, he was like, "You, it's not that I don't like you." Like, but I don't know, them both kisses in the same day. See, all that saliva from one person to the next person. Ladies, stop kissing everybody in the mouth. You don't know where these people been right before they got to you.
Exactly. Disgusting.
And you just
Disgusting.
know that he was. Well, you don't know because he said it wasn't Lauren, so you fell for that and was believing it. But
And why is Diana always going through somebody's book bag?
girl,
She stay going through.
yeah, she do. She is so brave for that. Like I don't even think about going through somebody's bag, even if I wanted to know what was in it. Like I don't know. I just been around people like Gucci Man had this bag. We were on set one time. Where I was like, what is in that bag? Because they had everybody guarding it, the security leaving it. And so I found myself in the trailer, and guess what was sitting there?
That bad.
I was like, no. I think I did open it, but it was just jewelry. It was sunglasses. It was every glasses you could name. It was bracelets. It was, I guess it was worth, yeah, it was worth a lot. But the way
And
they were
still,
carrying it, girl, I thought it might have been just tons of cash.
yeah.
That bag. I couldn't believe I was in there with that bag. I was like, no.
I want to know, it's the scene. Okay. I want to go back to the scene where Kane went into that church with some other guys, the something crew, DTG crew. You remember they had the tattoo on the back of their hand and they was robbing the church. So
why did everybody have a skull cap and a face covered but Kane? Why was you out there with your face not covered?
Kane had a mask on.
Yeah, but you can see his eyes and everything.
Right. You can see his eyes.
Full skull cap on his
Oh,
head.
yeah.
And then you get busted on videotape. And then you knocking out the pastor at the church. Kane, have you no shame? He's got, I don't know what they could do to stop him. He told the dad, when he told the dad about Tariq and the school and how he's taking over, who did he tell that to?
He told that to the police officer.
Oh, yeah.
Because he wants the police officer to turn away from his mother, stop working with his mom.
Is the police officer going to tell the dad? I don't think he will.
No, what he's going to do is going to shut Tariq down. He's going to be putting the heat on Tariq. And I feel like he's going to mess things up for...
Monet is going to go off.
Because he's listening to Kane when Kane knows nothing that's going on. He has no idea of the affairs that went on in that house with Monet, his son, and their boss that's in jail.
Okay, so you know what the internet is saying? Is Kane even Lorenzo's son? They was like, let's look at it. Did Monet and Lorenzo really produce this chocolate child? And now they're like, maybe he is the love child of 50's, was it 50's son? Somebody else that died. There was like, they think that he's the love child and that's not Lorenzo's son. Like he's gonna find out that's because they're like, he don't have Lorenzo traits, or Mary, like he do have her traits, but it's something loose in him, like he's crazy. So they think that, I can't remember the guy whose son they said he is, and my phone is gone. So, but that's the rumor online that's not their child.
I don't think,
girl,
you know, they do a lot of
child.
They do a lot of either way, even if it is, he raised them. Clearly, he raised him. So whether it's his love child or not, that's his dad. That's who he's been respecting.
Police officer was his dad. Because I'm like, how long her dad, the daddy been in jail? And did she just stop messing around with him when the dad went to jail? And that is really close to home.
Yeah.
Right.
I was trying to check out some posts that people put on Twitter.
Yeah. Did you see
the
one
Power?
About the love child? Put in Power and Kane in the search bar. Power, Kane's, who is Kane's father? Yeah. Look, yeah.
Girl.
Monet, if you were stepping out on Lorenzo and he found out, girl, and this police officer.
Okay, somebody said, okay.
Do him dirty.
Somebody just said on here, you know, when Monet called her husband or whatever he is in jail, right, and she was like, you was too hard on him. He's mine.
Yes.
So somebody's like, he's mine. See, that's why I said Kane is Canaan's son. Yeah, but Kane, I'm going to mind my business.
There was Kane in there. Yes. That he's mine. Like, this ain't even your child. Like, and then she was like, don't do it again, girl. He was like, what? He was on the phone like, don't do it again. Like, who are you talking to? And he beat him up for her. I don't think she should have said that to daddy.
You don't think he should have said, she should have said what?
Told him, don't do it again. Like,
oh, he ain't listening to her. They both just going hard.
He couldn't handle that. Like, because now he feel rejection from both of them. You know, he just feels rejected. So you go over to old Brokey's house that you paid for. Oh, why his sister went over there and was like, girl,
I know you didn't afford none of this.
Ain't in a minute.
Girl. She said, I know you can't afford nothing but this juice box.
Oh.
Another post, this was 13 hours ago, but it was the latest one that was in Twitter. Someone said, honestly, Brayden wasn't supposed to let Kane know that he knew anything.
Yeah, that's what
just like Raina wasn't supposed to let Ray Ray know that she knew anything.
Exactly.
Forgot about that.
Yep. The same traits. She did let him know.
It's the same cycle, you know. It's a vicious cycle when it comes to this.
One big mouth and one loose cannon in the group. And the big mouth is not the loose cannon. It's like somebody just talk too much, like Riley.
Right.
Talk too much.
Right, and right.
She was like, you got to tell me the truth. I don't know. She's going to try to use what's going on with him, what's going on with Tariq as an excuse to get back with her boyfriend. And his brother backed up her story. So that's going to be real hard to crack because now he just hurt. Girl, he is hurt. His woman, like, and Tariq don't even know what happened. Because he was dead asleep.
She drugged him.
But he was like, okay, I know how to get her out the picture. Let me tell him this. Since his brother said it, like, ask your brother. I'm not even asking him. Who the first person he ran into and said something?
He's like, I ain't trying to defend Tariq. He said, I ain't trying to defend Tariq, but I seen it myself. And then Raina, whatever her name is, Riley, she's going to say, your brother tried to come on to me or something like that. I think he did, but, you know, I don't even remember.
I don't remember. He was just like, what are you doing in this room?
I don't remember what else happened.
Yeah, I thought she was trying to drag Tariq out of the room because he told them to get out or something. I don't remember, but all I know is she talked too much. And the fact that when Saxe walked into that courtroom, did Tariq duck out?
I don't know. He just realized who her uncle was. And he was like, what?
Right.
Does he know? Okay, this is a question. I don't think Tariq know that Saxe is working against his mother. He only know that his attorney is, because he hasn't been to court.
True. Yeah, so he does know he's working against her. But did she tell him that? Because he was supposed to get the other black lady to court, which he could not, because she said she wasn't doing it. And Saxe is the one who, no. Remember when Tasha had got vindicated and then they gave her that warrant right at court?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yep. Right after. And Saxe was behind that. He know. But
so Tariq
knows that Tariq Saxe saw Tariq at the scene of the crime, like he's seen him there. So he knows that much because he saw him. But Saxe is
that puts him there. So that's
credited because he's such a fake, phony liar and conniver that when he does tell the truth, I don't think anybody's gonna believe him. I don't. I honestly don't. And I think Saxe gonna get fired. But I don't know how many episodes we got left. Oh, this is only the second one. I'm like, how many is left?
Well, this was a winter break, so we only probably got what, 3?
Yeah, it is like a lot of keys unturned. Like, oh my God, I need to know.
Yeah, I feel like they unlocking the key, like they unlocking stuff, but it's not giving us any answers. They're keeping us like hanging for the next week.
I need to know. I need to know everything.
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that.
Sorry.
Okay, guys, this all we got. This all we got. We said we was gonna keep it to 1 hour, so we're gonna try to keep it to an hour. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Drop down in the comments and tell us what you think, because who is his daddy? I think Lorenzo might be his daddy because he do got that good, like kind of wavy Puerto Rican hair on top. And that
I don't
good
know.
skin, that good Puerto Rican skin. I don't know.
Kane, I
He's a
want to see. I
mechanic.
want to see what's about to happen with Kane and then the officer, because they're now thinking that Tariq is taking over.
Yep. Yep. And his supply is cut in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So who told him about the does Kane know about the things at the school?
No.
Because they didn't tell him that part.
Mm-mm.
Only his sister knew. If her
His
big
sister
mouth
knows.
came, oh my goodness. He just know the white boys are involved in some sort of way because of Big Mouth Braden. Other than that, he wouldn't have even known.
No, he don't know the details. He don't know there's an app. I don't think he knows all
Why
that.
he's mad, because he feels like Monet has to know, because where's he getting it from? So why is he not in on it? And
He can't be in on everything. Monet knows exactly what she's doing. She know her son's trait. She cannot give him that. She
right.
cannot give him any. She
She
can't
was
give him
like, "You
everything.
want to go to Stansfield? Voice stop." Ooh,
Right.
he told him that, though. I did feel bad.
She's like, "You're a dummy." She said, "You're a dummy. You want some?" What are you doing on campus?
Yes, he looks like he felt a certain kind of way when she said that. Cause see, she's feeding into him like, you just a killer, you a street dude, you got the streets, that's all you got. Like,
that's all you gonna get.
How are you supposed to get out the streets with that mentality?
He ain't.
We were just talking about, I don't know if you saw Yana Fix My Life this weekend. Did you see it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, the girl was dating a drug dealer. The mama was dating a drug dealer. Their daddy was a drug dealer. So
that's all she know.
That's all she knows. So her sister comes over there and they looking for her baby daddy. They come in there, shoot up the whole house. Sister got shot. The sister's kid got shot in the eye. Now he has one eye. He was like 2 or 3 years old. The daughter got shot. She's mentally disabled. 2 kids got killed and another sister got killed. And the other sister did nothing happen to her. The one who they was chasing, her boyfriend, nothing happened to her.
Of course, nothing happened to the person they were looking for.
They shot at her, but I don't think it was like, it was little braids or something. And her kids weren't there, so nothing happened to them. So the sister that was so angry because she like, I come to your house and because of you, I'm sitting around raising 2 mentally disabled kids, you know. But Ayana was like, no, baby, you know your sister was dating drug dealers. You know that that's what you do. You decided to take your kids over there to her
right
house. So you can't be mad at your sister. You was supposed to protect your kids. Oh, and see, when the guy came to the door, the kids was on the porch. So her sister was like, run. So she just ran and left her kids out there. So she just blamed her sister. Like, I ran and left my kids out there. You know, they could be dead like the other 2. So that was just a mess. But it was like, some people feel that that is the only life they're going to be able to live because of the luxuries that it provides.
So what Ayana was trying to tell them?
She was telling her, don't be mad at your sister. You know, be mad at yourself. And your sister, when does this pattern stop? Like, the bad part about it was all these people got killed and you still with dude. What was it about him that you stayed with him after knowing that these kids are disabled and your sister is shot and 2 people are dead? Why would you stay with him? So that was that. And then it was the Lisa Ray. Your daddy was a drug dealer, but the mama was like, oh, I knew he always had another woman. When I was with him, he had 4 or 5 women. He kept another woman. But
I saw that episode. That episode was crazy with Lisa Ray, her mom, and her daughter.
Did you stay for the money? She was like, yes.
Yep. Who
And
fault
then
is that? Why you mad at Lisa?
she leave, and she was like, "You said don't come back to your house." And see, parents do be saying stuff when they rage. She probably did
Mm-hmm.
say, "You ain't coming back in this house." So as a
Mm-hmm.
kid, you like, "Where am I gonna
Okay.
go?" So you go over there. Now she like, "How dare you go over there?"
It's like you took his side, blah, blah, blah.
And
Yeah,
she
her mom
never
had a lot
had.
of issues.
See, communication is key. They never communicated. She never, because Lisa Ray is like her mama. They look so
Mm-hmm.
much alike, girl. They mannerisms. At least her husband know she gonna be fine when she get older. Her mama looks
Right,
good.
right.
She looks good, and her daughter, like, it's crazy
Fourth,
because I've been knowing Lisa Ray since at least 20 years. Like when she
so
first,
now?
huh? Can you hear me? Can you hear
Okay,
me?
there you go.
Oh.
There you go.
I've
You
been around Lisa Ray since. Oh, this is me. Let me see. I really go. There go that internet. Now, what's going on?
I'm here.
Okay.
Mhm.
Look, I'm like, let me get close to the window again.
Oh,
But I remember when she was young, and she always like had this chip on her shoulder. She always was perfect looking. She always just was expecting everyone to, kind of to cater to her, the attitude that she had. But
hmm,
maybe because she was just used to, being caked and taken care of. When you are a kept woman, you're used to being kept. That's all you know. So that's what
right,
you're going to expect from people. And that's all you're going to expect from men. And you're only going to date the type of man that can keep you if you're used to being
right,
kept. So
right.
got it from her mama. And she
Mm.
was like, did you stay around for the money? And they was both like, yeah.
Yep.
And the only person who really suffered was her daughter.
Poor thing.
I
I
know.
mean, she's in between both of them. Like, all of them have this bad type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I didn't. They need more therapy. They need a lot more therapy
Yeah, they
for
said that,
sure.
and they all living in the same house, girl. I could just imagine.
Well, that's only because of the pandemic.
Okay.
Her mom house is in Chicago. She said, I got my own place. Like, she was proud about her having her own. Yes. So I was like, okay. But she was, when people
That
are
is
older,
Chicago
you
too.
know, when people are, when people are older, they're more stern and they're not willing to listen or to understand a different person's outlook. Like, nobody can't tell her anything.
Oh,
It was like one of those things with her.
if I
So,
had a daughter, that'd probably be me, her, and my mama on that show.
oh my gosh.
Right.
I
Mm,
can see that.
yes. And my kid, like, and she used to body slam me. Jalen,
Johnny,
oh, now that he looked back at his childhood, he think he got a case.
too late. Oh, I would, you know what, Jalen, he paved the way for Johnny. That's
He
all
paved
I
the
could
way for
say.
Johnny. Yes, he took it. He took it on the chin for Johnny.
He paved the way for Johnny. Poor Johnny.
Oh,
Nope,
that's
sorry. Poor Jalen.
it.
Poor Jalen.
All right, y'all. We are Real Wife Conversations, the podcast, and we are
Yes.
signing out. Tune in next week because we will give you all the juice.
I can't wait to next week.
I cannot wait till next week. See you guys
Sheesh.
later.
All right. Have a good one. Take care.